was a picture that came out of a West Virginia Division of Corrections and Rehabilitation employees, and the governor of West Virginia, Jim Justice, is calling for terminations because of the photo. Let's put that photo up, and you see more than 30 participants completed a basic training. Now, the cabinet secretary for the West Virginia Department of Military Affairs and Public Safety has sent a letter to all employees of the Division of Corrections and Rehabilitation condemning the photo. Now, it was taken, they say, between a class that went from October 21 through November 27. Okay, so they sit up here throwing up, as you can see, Nazi salutes. These are the people that will be in prison trying to guard black people or try to be an overseer on that slavery plantation. That's prisons. And that is a legalized slavery that happens by the 13th Amendment. These people, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter if you fire them. It doesn't matter if you suspend them. It does not matter. I've covered story after story after story after story after story of them doing things like this. It don't matter where at in the country, you always seeing things like this. Blackface, calling someone the N-word. I told you guys, this country has a strong anti-black sentiment, and it's been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. It's not going to change no time soon. I accept that. Now, a person may say, I saw a person make a comment, I don't hate black people. Maybe you don't. You may be the best person ever. You may love black people with every fiber of your being, and that's good. But as one brother has stated to that person that made a comment, if you love black people, use your privilege to speak against those who are doing things like this. And then we'll see it and we'll say, okay, hey, that lady or that guy, man, they're good people. They're actually using their privilege to speak up. And they don't care about being called names or whatever else. They are speaking up because they're doing the right thing. But when you are silent, as I stated, that's the answer too. When someone asks you, what's your position on racism? You may quietly say, I don't agree with it. But publicly, if you quiet, then it lets you know that, wait a minute, no, you don't want to say anything. Because you're comfortable, you don't want to be uncomfortable. And that's fine. I'm not asking nobody to fight for black people. We need to fight for ourselves. But there are people that will come by and say that no, I don't feel that way. But it's not about how you feel. It's the fact how the country's ran. Okay. When you have black people that had everything that we work for has been stolen or destroyed just because of the color of our skin. When you have black people try to get home loans and they get denied because of the color of their skin. When they have the same credit score as white people, they can be making the same money as white people and still get denied. When you have a 50% reduction callback based on the black sounding name, anything related to black is this country has a hatred for. If you grow the natural hair out of your head, it's a hatred for that. You know, the Germany Nazi thing wasn't even done in America, but yet you want to adopt that as hatred for black people because that's what you're going to do. That's what you are promoting. So I tell people, don't base things on what people say, based on the actions, because we have seen over the hundred years, this photo is not surprising. That's why black people say, well, I ain't surprised, because we're not surprised because we know deep in our hearts how much we are hated, how much we are loathed and despised. You will file a felony on animal abuse, but you won't say nothing about racism or police brutality. You won't say anything. That's why he posted that memes on our Instagram this morning. If you're not on Instagram, I don't know why you're not. It's free. Go to the pinned comment. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Follow us everywhere. And make sure to keep up on the loop what we're posting. It's easy. I laid it out for you guys. All you gotta do is click links and follow and like and anything else you do. That's why I do that. I mean, every content creator take their time to provide links for you. The least we could ask is that you guys, all of you who like this channel, go subscribe to every YouTube channel, go, follow on social media. That way you can keep up with the whole program. That's how you do that. But they can fire them, but there'll be some more they hire tomorrow that's gonna be doing the same thing. The next one just won't get caught. Unfortunately, that's the environment. Then you didn't see no black people there, did they? See, they don't hire black people. How are you gonna keep up racism if you hire black people? It's only some more Sheriff Clarks that you can hire, right? So it's going to be some black people that will go off about that and sue and everything else. So that's another thing they do. They are highly discriminatory in law enforcement, whether it's in prison, whether it's in, the police department, whatever. They want to keep that an all-white affair. Why? I can be racist with my people, but it's going to be hard for me to be racist with black people around. You understand? So that's something else that we got to look into as well. Like, I don't care what a governor says. I mean, every year some governor says something, some mayor, some city council, some police chief, and the things still keep happening because there's no punishment for racism. I told people that. I believe racism should be criminalized. That should also be on the black agenda for me, at least it should be, because until you criminalize racism and there are criminal penalties and civil penalties to being racist in America, they're going to keep doing it. That's why it never stops. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular story. These people were supposed to guard black folks, and this is who you hiring, a group of nothing but white supremacists, but they were exposed. That's fine, but as I stated before, don't get too happy about it because they'll hire some more, unfortunately.